No. What?
I think it's supposed to get worse. I don't see how.
I was just about ready to call the weather.
Oh, well, what they say is that the velocity's supposed to pick up for like 4 hours, so it's not going to start raining until like 10 or 11.
Oh, man, I hope Cruz has a sense to stay put wherever he is.
No, I'm sure he will.
I don't know. I think the storm maybe has stranded him someplace. I hope he's okay. Hello?
Hey, baby.
Hi. I'm so glad you're there. I tried the beach house, but I couldn't get through.
Oh, well, all the lines are down. There's a terrible storm. I've been really worried about you. Where are you?
Oh, I'm at a coffee shop in Ventura.
Oh, well, good. We'll stay there. You know, parts of the Coast Highway are all blocked, and they're not letting anybody through.
Yeah, I know.
The state troopers are detouring people through Ojai, though, and I think I could get home that way.
Oh, no, please stay where you are. I want you to be safe.
Well, Eden, I
really want to come home now, you know. I got Dottie with me, and she's still not too keen on the prospect of making this statement. I hate to give her a chance to back out. I think we'll just keep on trucking until we get there.
Well, please be careful. What do you think? Do you think she's going to testify for Jake?
Well, she wants to help him out. I think if we can get her part taken care of quickly, she'll probably come up with a good alibi for the guy.
Good. I miss you. I miss your blood. And I'm really glad you're coming home. And be careful. Wear your seatbelt.
I will. I miss you too, babe. See if you can get word to Julia. Tell her that we're on our way. And, we'll be there soon. I love you.
What happened?
I don't have a prayer getting up the beach road. It's gonna be washed out any minute.
Do you want to take my car?
Not unless it's amphibious.
Mason, here, give me your coat. It can't stay like this forever, so you might as well just stay here a little longer.
Oh, yeah.
Here. I got it. Don't worry about Victoria. I'm sure Brick either gave her a ride home or made her stay put at Johnny's.
No, she said she was gonna drive herself home. All I said was be careful. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I would have forbidden her to take the car.
Husbands still forbid their wives to do things. How Paleolithic of you.
It's not that she's not capable, Julia. I'm just a little worried, that's all.
I understand. And I'm sure she's safe in your apartment right now, warm, safe, and dry. Mason? Mason, is that you? Mason?
Don't scream. Don't make a sound. You want to stay alive, all right?
What do you want?
I want what you want. I want what everybody wants, huh?
I don't understand.
Take off your clothes. Now you understand. Hey! Nobody has to get hurt, baby. But I have to warn you. If you don't do what I tell you, I'm gonna have to break my promise. Don't make me do that, okay? Now they're close. You hear me?
I can't.
Yes, you can. Don't give me that. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt real bad. What's the matter? Go on.
I can't. My hands are shaking.
You want me to do it?
No.
Okay. Maybe better we do this in the dark.
No, please. Please don't put that on my head. Please, I beg you.
But there's
Please.
no pleasing you, huh?
I have claustrophobia. I'm not going to be able to breathe. Please.
Okay. No pillowcase. That way we get to know each other better. That way I can feast my eyes on this pretty face. Yeah, too bad you're gonna have to guess about mine. Oh, I'm almost as pretty as you are. Yeah, you don't believe it, but you ought to see me without this thing on. Yeah, you'd like me, Vicky.
What did you say?
Oh, well, she doesn't like that I know her name. Oh, yeah, but everybody knows you, Victoria. Oh, but I'm gonna call you Vicky for short, like what you call it, a term of endearment.
If you want money, I have some jewelry in the bedroom. You could get as much as $10,000 for it.
Now, you don't get it. I'm not some hardcore junkie looking for a quick score. No, I don't want your money. I want your time.
My husband is going to be back here any minute. He just went out to the store. I don't think he'd like to find you here when you get back.
Would you like a drink?
Oh, that would be wonderful. I'm kind of putting you to a lot of trouble, aren't I?
A couple of towels and a glass of brandy is nothing compared to the trouble you can really be.
Thanks. This will help. I'm beginning to feel a thaw already.
Could have fooled me.
Hmm?
Nothing.
No, what did you mean by that?
Look, this has to stop. You know, you're treating me like I'm your school nurse or something, like we don't even know each other.
I'm sorry. I guess it just feels a little odd to be standing here in your living room again.
Well, Mason, this should hardly be unfamiliar.
It's not unfamiliar. That's the problem. It's as if nothing has happened in the interim. And of course it has.
Of course it has. You're a married man. And I don't think it's very likely that we'll forget that. I won't, if that's what you're worried about.
I'm not worried.
Well, as long as we're marooned here, we might as well just try to make the best of it. Would you like to play cards?
I don't think I could keep my mind on the game. By the phone.
Listen, you really shouldn't worry. Victoria's been on her own before she met you, remember?
Yeah, I know.
And when you wait a while to be married, you learn to take care of yourself very well.
Yeah, well, not everybody has learned it as well as you have.
Right.
It's true. You're one of the most self-sufficient women I know.
Wouldn't that be funny if it turns out to be my loss?
Hey. How you feeling?
Well, I'm not so sure I know how to answer that.
What do you mean?
Every time I go to sleep, I wake up to this hopeful face that I lost all my fear while I was sleeping.
No, it's not that at all. I know it's not a bad dream you can just shake off. I just mean if you got some sleep.
I got some.
Hi.
Hi.
Come in before you drown out there.
We managed to keep pretty dry, didn't we, Dottie?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
Dottie, can I get you anything? I'm sure it was a long trip. Can I...
No, I don't want anything.
Anything?
No, we're fine. We stopped for coffee a little while ago. Oh, Ted, Haley, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. This is Dottie. This is Eden's brother, Ted, and this is his wife, Haley.
How you do?
Well, look, we can at least sit down and take your coat.
No, it's okay. I'll stay out here. I thought you said we had to go someplace else.
Well, we do, but I know how you feel about men with badges. I thought maybe you could relax here for a while, and I'll go set things up. That way we can just spend a minimum of time at the station.
Oh, what's going on at the station here?
Dottie was with Jake the night that Haley was attacked. She can testify that he was with her at the time of the raid.
You were with Jake?
Yeah, they were together on Anacapa Street.
Well, now, how can you be sure? I mean, you're with Jake Morton?
Of course. We had some food, and he shared his bottle with me.
Oh, now, wait a second here. How can you be so sure about the time if you've been drinking?
Ted, I don't think it's your place to question Dottie.
Well, what the heck is happening here? Suddenly you guys have got an alibi that you guys told us about? You know, we are kind of involved
Listen,
here.
we had every intention of letting you know, Ted. We just wanted to give her a chance to make an official statement.
An official? This does not seem too official to me, Cruz.
Ted, I don't think there's... Hello? Yes, he is.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to come down. Yeah. Another woman was attacked tonight. A man used a pillowcase.
Oh, my God.
She's in Keith Timmons' office right now. I want to go down there and see what she has to say.
Yeah, so do I. I think this just might contradict this little alibi of yours.
We don't dispute that possibility,
Ted, we are not trying to set up something here. We are trying to get at the truth, just like you. Can I go with you?
Listen, Dottie, we have to make a trip to the district attorney's office. Would you mind coming with us?
No. No, you can just drop me off at the shelter. Any place would be okay.
Well, what about if you stayed here and waited for us, and we won't be gone long?
I don't know.
Oh, no, please stay. We'll stay with you until they get back, okay?
Yes, you can have something to eat if you'd like, or lay down, or you can take a hot bath if you really want.
We'll take care of her.
Yeah, good. That'll be great. We'll be back real soon, we promise, okay?
Cruz, when you see the woman...
What, Haley?
Well, I want you to tell her that She doesn't know me. It probably wouldn't even matter.
Haley, what is it?
Just tell her I'm sorry. The woman attacked must feel so alone.
Yeah, well, let's just hope she's got some family around.
Yeah, well, she went to the police straight away. That's a good sign. She didn't withdraw into herself like I did.
Well, she might later on. Look, Haley, there is no perfect way to handle this. I mean, she did what's right for her, you did what's right for you. I mean, the probably only good that might come out of this is her testimony might help catch this animal.
You mean it might incriminate Jake? Why don't you just tell me what you really mean?
Yeah, I think it is Jake, yes.
Well, that's obvious, the way you're drilling Dottie.
You heard her. She was sharing a bottle with the guy. I mean, she was probably as drunk as he was. I mean, when's this going to make her an expert witness?
You don't know if she was drunk or not.
I'm not condemning her as a person.
Aren't you? Dottie, can we get you anything?
I'm sorry about what happened to you. I didn't know. Nobody told me who the girl was. They just asked me, did I know this man, Jake?
No, well, you remember being with him, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I had some bologna, and I offered him some. He cut it up with this knife he had. He had some gin, and he asked me if I wanted a drink.
How long were you drinking with this guy?
A couple hours, I guess. He must have showed up around 10. It was midnight when he left.
Right, see, that would take care of the time when it happened.
You spent the whole time with him? Every second?
Well, not every second.
Where'd he go?
Well, once he went out and he bought another pint. And I guess the other time
So he left twice. And then he came back.
Oh, well, there is such a thing as when nature calls, you know.
Right, so he wasn't gone very long. That's what you're saying.
I didn't have a stopwatch on him.
No, of course you didn't, I'm sure. Now what's the matter?
I think you're acting very rude.
How am I acting rude?
Well, why don't you come right out and accuse Dottie of lying?
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not saying that at all, Dottie. I just think that in a situation like this where you've been drinking a lot, it's easy to lose track of time.
Oh, come on, Ted. What it really is this personal vendetta you have with Jake that you won't let go. You're obsessed. You can't even see what this is doing to you, how you've changed. When you find him, I want to know.
You'll be the first to know. Listen, I want you back to look at some pictures of him.
Just get him. Get him off the streets.
We will with your help. You hear that? Jake Morton left his calling cards, didn't he? Knife, pillowcases, Exact same M.O.
The M.O., man. The M.O. doesn't mean it was Jake unless you can prove it was Jake the first time.
Castillo, there is a physical description. Height, boots, everything.
A lot of guys are Jake's height, and they wear cowboy boots. You can't be sure it was him.
Oh. You know, no, I don't even need to go over this again. Woman's statement said that this took place near Johnny's bar. That's where Jake hung out ever since it opened. Is it familiar to you? So her car conks out in the rain. She wants to use the telephone. She goes up, sees a sign that says it's closed, but there's a light inside, knocks on the door. The light goes out. She walks back to the car, and here's footsteps behind her. Is this familiar to you?
Keith, the location and a lot of other things bear resemblance to what happened to Haley. Nobody is debating that.
Then the guy comes up behind her, forces a pillowcase over her head, and tells her right off the bat that if she makes a sound, he's gonna kill her. Does that sound familiar to you?
Well, thank God the similarity stops there.
Lucky for her, the squad car pulled up when it did, and Jake Morton took off.
Excuse me, somebody took off.
You know, I'm used to you with your bleeding heart. Usually it bleeds all over some, you know, stray cap. Well, what is it with you and Jake Morton? I mean, why is this guy your favorite charity?
You have no hard evidence against him. Everything that you have is totally circumstantial. Don't you think you ought to have something concrete before you convict somebody?
Well, you know, if I were you, I'd hustle my bustle out there and find whatever evidence I could, because circumstantial evidence is better than the zero evidence you have in your car.
Well, don't you worry about that, pal, because we're just getting started. Just getting started.
So Hubby's gonna be out on my trail. Is that it, huh? I bet he's 6'8". He's gonna beat me to a pulp, right?
He carries a gun.
Oh, but gee, I guess this is my unlucky night.
He's across the street at the store. He's gonna be back here any minute.
Right. Yeah. The store, you said. Well, funny. I don't see a store across the street. No, just another apartment building. Come here. I said, come here. Well, take a look. Take a close look. No store. Are you going to reconsider before you lie to me again? Hmm? You going to lie to me again?
No.
Answer me. What?
No.
No what?
No, I'm not gonna lie to you again.
Yeah, good. Yeah, now we understand each other. The shoes. Now it's starting to look more comfortable.
No. I don't see how you can enjoy this.
Yeah, watch me.
You know, you said you don't need money. Figure you got enough to be comfortable. So you must have a really good job.
Yeah, of course I got a job. So what?
So I'm just trying to figure out why you need to do this. You said underneath that mask you're a good-looking man. I bet you could have any girl you wanted.
Yeah, hey, you don't know nothing about my life, huh?
So why would you want to force somebody to have sex with you when you can have somebody that you know, somebody who cares about you?
Hey, look, I wanted to tell you about my life, which I don't. You wouldn't listen anyway, eh?
I just don't think you really want to do this.
Yeah, look, that shows you how much you know me, woman. Because this, right now, makes me feel real good. It's very basic, very hot. I get the knife in my hand, and I know that whatever I say, you're gonna do it. That's a rush, baby. That is a high like no other high. Like when I tell you to strip, huh? And you take off that pretty skirt. Now do it!
Hey! What? Okay. Now you do what I say. Take off the mask. Now!
Dottie, I'm so sorry. We're being very insensitive. This is not your problem, it's ours. So, Ted, I think you and I should go somewhere else to take care of it. All right, excuse us, Dottie.
I'm sure you don't want the wrong guy arrested for something as serious as rape, do you?
Of course not.
Okay, unless you are 100% positive that this guy was with you the whole time, it is wrong for you to step forward and say that. See, Jake, okay, has known Haley for a long time, and the truth is he was kind of jealous of her because he wanted her all to himself, okay?
Stop it!
Well, look, I'm trying to explain the situation here. I don't think she realizes why Jake is the prime suspect here.
But Jake seemed like a good kid. I don't think he'd hurt a sweet girl.
See, now that's
like
the thing. Dottie, you can't always tell about people. Now, believe me, he had a bad side to him. I saw it. Now, that is why you can't let him off the hook unless you know for absolute fact that this man could not have committed a crime.
Well, I'm only saying what I remember. He was with me, and it was for a couple of hours.
You wear a watch?
I don't need one. I can tell time up here.
Oh, but now wait a minute. You've been drinking some gin. Doesn't it kind of get a little fuzzy up there? This is normal.
I was only drinking enough to stay warm. Jake was putting away most of it.
You have it pretty rough out on the streets, don't you?
I get by.
Well, of course you do. But some days, some of the more basic things like food and shelter are probably pretty tough to come by, right? Yeah, so what I'm saying is I wouldn't blame you one bit if some were to kind of give you some certain things just to kind of ease things up a little.
I'm no beggar. And don't you forget it.
No, of course you're not. But if someone were to offer you something...
What are you doing?
I want to know if she was offered some sort of incentive from Jake. $10. $20 to tell your story. Yeah, I don't blame you. You know, it's okay. I mean, many of us would have done the same thing in your shoes.
How insensitive can you be?
Haley, someone was raped today. You were raped. Now, this has got to stop. So what do you say? You know, you protect this guy, and he's going to be out on the streets doing it again. Do you understand that, Dottie?
I understand, kid. Seems to be you're the one that's all confused. Keep your money. If I was the kind that would do or say anything for a buck, I wouldn't have lived this long. Believe me.
You really ready for all this?
For what?
You think it's so simple, don't you? I mean, you just make your statement, they let you go? No, that's not what's going to happen. There is a trial at the end of the road. But before you get there, you're going to have to go over your little testimony here again and again. And if you're not absolutely sure about this, these lawyers, trust me, they're going to give you a lot of pressure.
For God's sakes, leave her alone.
I am trying to make her aware of this. She doesn't know what's going on. You're not used to all this, are you? Okay. They could keep you in protective custody. You know what that is?
Castillo, the cop. He said it wouldn't be that way.
He doesn't know that. You know, if this thing goes to trial, and I'm sure it will, a whole new ballgame.
Ain't nobody gonna lock me up.
But you were scaring her.
I am just trying to make her aware of the situation. She's got to know. Now, what do you say? Dottie, are you positive that Jake Morton could not have left you long enough to have committed that crime?
Well, I don't know. He seemed like a nice kid. We'd passed some time.
But you're not sure how much time.
Maybe not. Okay, look. I'm going to be moving on now.
No, Dottie, please wait.
No, your husband's right. I shouldn't be involved. It's no good. No good. You got him to take care of you. Who have I got?
No, Dottie, please wait for Cruz. Please don't go. Ken, you have to go get her. Please go.
She didn't belong here in the first place.
No, she was nervous. She's never been through this before.
Now, you listen to me.
You listen to me. She was his alibi. She is his only hope.
Oh, come on. She was bribed. She was walking down the street. Jake found her, gave her a couple bucks to tell this story. Did she deny it? Did she?
Well, this storm's not over by a long shot. We're lucky it let up for a second. So this is where Pete said the woman was attacked.
I wish you could have reached Jake when you called. Half the phones in the city are down.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know where he was tonight. I think when we finish up here, I'll pay him a visit, see if he's home. I hope he is.
Well, what difference did that make? I mean, it's not going to prove anything. He had time to get back there after the attack.
Yeah, but if he was actually the guy who did it, chances are he wouldn't have gone home afterwards.
Why do you say that?
Well, he didn't have a chance to complete the act, and the typical rapist would be compelled to try and find himself another victim. Now, check this out.
What is it?
It's a matchbook.
Do you think it could have been dropped during the attack?
It doesn't look like it's been here long. The colors are so... Oh, no.
Abernathy Stables. Oh, my God. Jake.
I bet we don't get the service back on until tomorrow.
Yeah. When the storm let up, I thought maybe the...
I guess it was just a temporary lull.
At this point, I'm not as worried about Victoria as I am her worrying about me. She probably thinks I've drowned.
Look, Mason, the news has been saying that the phones are out, so she probably knows that you've tried to call her, but can't because of that.
Well, I hope you're right. You're right?
Yeah, it just startled me. I'm not afraid of the storm. I'm really not. At least I haven't been afraid since I was 5 or 6.
Well, it's a fear that some people never outgrow. My mother never did. It's funny, I haven't known Victoria long enough to know if she's afraid of thunder and lightning or not.
I guess you will soon enough. Terrific. Sounds like the wind is worse than I thought. Oh, Mason!
What's the matter?
There's... Look!
Good God, the ocean is coming in the door. Julia, we can't stay here.
What do you mean we can't stay here? Where are we going to go if the water's coming up here? It's
well,
like,
we can climb up the bluff and get to the highway. It's kind of steep, but I think we can handle it.
No, I'm not sure that I can.
What do you mean? You're in better shape than I am.
No, I don't want to climb, Mason. I'm afraid of falling.
Well, I'll be right behind you.
No, please. If I just rather stay here. Let's just take it.
Oh, all right. But unless we want to be 20,000 leagues under the sea, we better figure out a way to keep the water out.
All right, let's put a blanket right here. We'll roll this up.
The rug, mate.
Put it under the door.
Better than nothing.
I think it's rainwater, not tide water.
What's the matter?
Yeah, or something.
Well, come on over here and lie down. Are you okay?
Oh.
Still hurt?
It's no better.
I'm trying to take care of you.
Mason, I'm all right, really. I'm supposed to be self-sufficient, remember?
Take a day off. You're entitled.
You want the mask off? You take it off. I'll make it easier for you. I'll come to you. Hey! Oh! Well, you're gonna cut me, yeah? No, I don't think so. I don't think you ever held a knife in your life, sweetheart.
That's not gonna stop me from using it if I have to.
A lot better things are chasing you around the room all night, eh?
Get out! Oh, wait.
You would like this if you just admit it.
Hello? Hello, this is Victoria Kappa.
Hey! Dad! That means you lied to me again. I promised you wouldn't do that. Now, we're gonna get down to business, and you're gonna give me that knife.
I'll give you anything you want. Just don't force me to have sex with you. I'm pregnant. I'm gonna have a baby.
All right.
I swear to God.
Do you expect me to believe that? Do you expect me to believe one word out of your lying mouth? Hey! Game time's over, baby. You make one more move, one more sound, you are gonna die.
My baby, you're gonna kill my baby.
Hey, shut up with that sound. That's not gonna work.
I don't know you're gonna kill my baby. Please don't make me lose my baby, please.
She wasn't sure. You had no right to drive her away like that.
I didn't drive her away. She wanted
What are you gonna tell Cruz?
that his alibi did not hold water. And you know, he should have known this. But for some reason, and I don't know why, Cruz is dying to get Jake out of this, so he didn't see it.
Cruz is dying to get Jake out of this as much as you're dying to trap him into it.
You know, you act like I am the only person on earth who thinks this guy is guilty. You know, the DA obviously thinks it is, and everybody else would too if they just knew the facts.
No one knows the facts. Everyone just knows little bits and pieces so they can, like, mold it to their own theories. Keith Timmons heard everything that I remembered, and then he twisted it to implicate Jake. He badgered me till he got what he wanted, just as you did just now with Dottie.
I didn't make her say one thing that wasn't true.
You made her doubt herself, her story, and you badgered her the way Timmons badgered me.
Oh, now you wait a second.
No, I won't listen to you. I am tired of letting myself be used. No more.
Where are you going?
I am going to the DA's office to make an official retraction.
Down at the foot of Water Street where the attack took place. It's a matchbook. It says Abernathy Stables on it. I want forensics down there immediately to do a clean sweep of the area. There might be something else we can use. And send a unit over to 7980 or 7890 Dickens Avenue. That's the home of Jake Morton. If he's there, he should be apprehended immediately.
Hold on a second, Cruz. Something just came in.
What?
A woman was seen struggling with an attacker at the Lorillard Apartments, 4th floor. Looks like the apartment belongs to Mason Capwell. The attacker was wearing a mask. The address is 530 Baker...
That's okay, Jody. I know the address. Thanks. We're on our way.
God, I hope we're not too late.
Please don't leave my baby. Please don't
Stop
leave
it! Stop it! You think your tears are gonna work with me, huh? You're just using them. The tears, the Hawkins.
No, it's not a lie, I swear. I swear. I have records from the hospital. They're in the desk drawer. See for yourself. Look, I'm over 3 months pregnant. Look, I really want to have this baby. It's like a new beginning for me. I just got married. I feel like I'm getting a second chance. Do you know what that feels like? To get a second chance.
What do you get?
I do. I've made some mistakes too. I've done things I was ashamed of. I hurt people. But now I feel like I'm getting a chance to do it again. You can have a second chance too if you let me go.
Forget it!
No, listen. You can walk out of here now. There's still time. My doctor, he won't allow me to have physical relations. My husband and I, we can't because it would endanger the baby. You can walk out of here knowing that you would save a life. Look, I don't know why you came here. But something tells me that you don't want to murder on your conscience. Something says you would like a second chance to. The time is now. Just yours. Take it.
Hey, that is enough!
Here.
None for me, thank you.
You were shivering earlier. Just take a sip to warm up, okay?
Okay.
Good girl. Well, I said a sip.
Well, it's good that the flood isn't getting any worse.
Yeah, the water seems to be receding a little bit anyway. What time is it?
It's 8:30.
Can't believe I've been here for 2 hours.
You know, time flies when you're mopping up a tidal wave.
Well, it's a good thing that I was here when the water started coming in. What would you have done if you'd been alone?
Backstroke?
Well, all your protests about the brandy, you certainly made short work of that one. I'll get you another one.
No, don't, because it'll make me sleepy.
So?
Well, that's not the earmark of a good hostess.
Who expects you to be a good hostess? You could hardly have been expecting company tonight.
Well, now that you're here, I might as well stay awake, don't you think? Well, we'll talk. We'll just talk some more. What should we talk about? Let's see. Let's talk about the joys of married life.
I haven't been at it long enough to be considered an expert.
Well, you're happy. Is it everything that you hoped for?
Yeah. Victoria and I are very well suited. We never quarrel.
That's kind of hard to imagine.
Why?
Well, I was thinking about, well, you and I mean, there's not an hour that goes by in the day when we don't go after each other's throats. Remember?
How could I forget? It's what comes from getting involved with self-sufficient women.
Well, Victoria is self-sufficient. I mean, she'd have to be to do so well in such a tough career.
Oh, yeah, she's quite capable of taking care of herself when she has to.
Is she planning to continue with her career?
Eventually.
I can understand why she misses it. She's very talented. And I'm sure it's not the same kind of creative fulfillment to be polishing the family silver.
Well, she'll get back to acting one of these days. This won't be in the near future.
She probably wants to give most of her attention to you right now.
Not just me.
Well, the marriage. I see that she's very committed to making this marriage work, and I think that's nice. I'm really glad. I really am.
Where are you going?
I'm just gonna go get a sweater because I'm cold. I'll be right back.
Tori! Tori!
Oh, dear God, look at this place.
She put up a fight. Hopefully it was enough. You stay here. I'm gonna look around. Tori!
They were too late? Do you think he took her someplace?
Could be. Could be he noticed they were being watched. The person who reported seeing him lives across the way out here.
What is it?
A knife.
Do you think it came from here?
Yeah. I'm gonna take this downstairs and bag it. Put out an APB on Tory. Hopefully we didn't get her too late. All right. Come on, let's go.
Never had signed that paper had I had a chance to think about it. I was very upset that night.
You had a reason to be.
You don't understand, do you?
Of course I do. Jake Morton had been good to you. He would have been solicitous, kind. You thought of him as a friend. It hurts when you see the darker side of a friend.
You're doing it again. You're putting words in my mouth.
Oh, no, darling, I've been in this business years now. I've tried dozens and dozens of cases. I've seen this before. It's called acquaintance rape. Date rape. There are a lot of terms for it, but it means that the perpetrator and the victim knew each other sometimes very well. It makes for more pain for the victim because you feel a sense of betrayal, a loss of friendship, of trust. That's the reason you're reacting the way you are. That's the reason, no, that is the reason that you want to take back the statement, because you don't want to believe a trust was broken.
Yeah, he's got a point there.
No, he doesn't have a point. This doesn't apply to me.
Listen to me for a second, please.
I'm not listening to you anymore. I may not know much about law, but I do know one thing. That if you're in a courtroom, there's such a thing as leading a witness, which you did, and if we were in a courtroom, a judge would never allow it.
Did you talk to her? Listen, I know all you Capwells hate my guts, all of you, but what she's planning on doing right now, in retracting her statement, is letting a dangerous criminal loose to attack other women in the streets of this town.
Where is it?
What?
My statement. I want to see it.
It's in a file, not in this office.
We'll find it. I'll wait.
No, I'm not going to find it. Forget it.
Then I'm just going to have to go down to the newspapers and the Attorney General.
You know you have a leash on. What are you doing? That is public. Oh, terrific, terrific. The rest of the clan, just what I needed. Oh, Theo, this is so sudden, and it isn't even my birthday.
Keith, I retrieved this from the terrace of Mason Capwell's apartment, where he's now living with his wife, Victoria. We have reason to believe that Victoria has been abducted by the same man who attacked Harriet Marshall earlier this evening. An eyewitness saw Tory struggling with a tall man wearing a mask between 7:30 and 8 o'clock.
Oh, no.
Have you ever seen a knife like this before?
I'll never forget. He had a knife like that.
What about these matches?
Those were at Victoria's apartment?
No, I found these at the scene of the first attack.
I don't believe this. No, I don't believe this.
Have you ever seen them before?
They have Abernathy staples on them, Cruz.
That's right.
That's Jake Morton's old employer, isn't it? What do you got here? Another coincidence, huh, gang?
Have you
ever seen Jake Morton carrying matches like these, Haley?
Yes.
You're sure?
Yeah, well, she said yes. Yes, she's sure. You know what that means? That means I'm right and you're wrong. It means Jake Morton is the pillowcase rapist. Anybody want to deny that?
Well, it's about time. Moon's out. Actually see the storm clouds blowing away.
Listen, I wouldn't try to take your car up the beach road.
No, I won't. I'll probably try to hike up to the highway and catch a ride.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Oh. Thanks for sheltering a storm-tossed traveler.
Anytime.
Are you sure you're going to be all right here alone?
And the expert at that, remember?
Well, I wouldn't get too used to it. One of these days, somebody's going to come along and snap you up and end your solitude forever.
I won't hold my breath.
Good night.
Good night.
Victoria! Oh, God, what happened?
Come over here by the couch. Put her on the couch.
Oh, God, thank God I found you.
What happened? Are you all right?
I got away. I can't believe I got away.
Got away from what?
A man broke into the apartment. He had a stocking
Oh, my
on
God.
his head and he had a knife. He told me to take my clothes off. He wanted to rape me. He said he was going to kill me.
We got to get you to a hospital right away.
No, I'm all right. I talked to him. I don't know what I said, but he stopped. I was so scared. I thought I was going to die.
All right now.
It's a
You're all
miracle. It's a miracle.
Thank God. I don't know what I would have done.
Just hold me, please. Just hold me.
I'm Tom Brokaw. Join me and the NBC News team for total coverage of the day's events. Find out what's happening and what it means to you tonight on NBC Nightly News.